Trump's original plan for the tariffs was to get rid of the income tax, except that he didn't get rid of the income tax. And companies are already raising their prices because of tariffs. So now I'm paying more money for things because of the tariffs. I'm still paying an income tax. I'm still paying taxes on the shit I buy. Trump is a liar.
Welcome back to AI Crystal. Today, we're diving deep into the controversy surrounding the Trump-era tax cut bill, what was promised, what was delivered, and why MAGA supporters are now up in arms. Let's break down the facts, the fallout, and the political storm it's stirring in 2025. If you're new here, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and a huge thanks to all our loyal subscribers for sticking with us. Stay tuned, this one's gonna be eye-opening.
Oh, if they take Medicaid, oh, if they cut SNAP, those people who don't want to work have to work. No, I don't think you're looking at the deeper picture. Nurses, doctors, CNAs, LPNs, all of them going to lose their jobs too. How, you may say? Well, if they cut all those billions of dollars in Medicaid, most of the people in hospital depend on Medicaid. Most of the people in nursing homes depend on Medicaid, which where RNs and doctors and nurses work. So if all of them die, who's going to fund the hospitals and the nursing homes? So that means that everybody else lose their jobs too. So I don't think y'all really thinking this out clearly. So all them Senates who got RN doctors, RN daughters and all that, when they start losing their job and then, oh my gosh, God forbid they lose their job and they can't take care of their kid, they can't pay their house mortgage, what will they ever do? What will they do? Oh no. When their grandma die. Oh no. When their third cousin die. And then they got to go to the funeral and they say, what did Mary Lou die from? And then they say, because Mary Lou was on Medicaid and you guys cut the Medicaid and Mary Lou died, and then what? Oh, my bad.
Well, it happened. Last night, the House just passed one of the most dangerous and reckless spending bills we've ever seen. I'm Eliza Orland's career public defender for 15 years in Manhattan, and I want to talk about what I'm going to call the MAGA murder bill. There are some things that are getting a lot of press, such as the fact that there is a $3.8 trillion tax cut, most of which is going to the ultra wealthy, as well as a $1 trillion slashing of the budgets of Medicaid, SNAP, putting healthcare and food assistance out of reach for many. The early estimates are that 8 million people could lose their health coverage. It does a bunch of other incredibly nefarious things, like handing $45 billion to immigration detention centers, $8 billion more for ICE agents, and $20 billion to Trump and Musk's vanity missile project while defunding actual human needs. It bans the Affordable Care Act from covering abortion care. It even sneaks in a tax cut for gun silencers put in there by a Republican member who owns a gun shop. And worst of all, there's something incredibly sinister in there that I feel like not enough people are talking about, which is that it strips federal courts of their ability to hold the government in contempt. That means even if government officials are defying court orders, the court would have no power to hold them in contempt. That means no accountability, no enforcement, no rule of law. This is essentially an authoritarian wish list. It punishes the poor, targets immigrants, criminalizes pregnancy, rewards weapons dealers, and guts the judiciary's power to stop any of it. And because of the bill's price tag, it could trigger an automatic cut of $490 billion to Medicare. This isn't fiscal policy. This is fascism in budget form. Now, while it's already passed the House, it has not yet passed the Senate, so you need to be calling your senator and make sure they are voting no on this MAGA murder bill. Our lives are depending on this. So many people will live and die by this bill. That's why I'm calling it a murder bill, and that's why I encourage you to do the same. Please make sure that you're following me for more. I'll be providing updates, and I really hope that we can stop this. Because if the courts can't enforce the law, then what? The Constitution is just paper.
Cutting government spending does not help the working class. Cutting our taxes does. And the sad reality Trump won't tell you is this big, beautiful bill gives 78% of the tax cut benefits to the top 20% of earners. The working class is getting less good-paying federal jobs, less government services we rely on, more deficit spending, which makes inflation higher, and a relative increase in our tax burden. We're getting the short end of the stick, y'all.
The rich get richer while you pay for it. His plan for tax cuts for the rich is baffling. It's less money coming into the government from those who can actually afford to pay taxes. It's like trying to run your household without paying the bills. Eventually, everything falls apart, and it's also totally unfair.
Back in 2017, Trump signed a major tax overhaul into law officially called the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. He claimed it would be a big beautiful win for working-class Americans. But here's the truth. While the bill delivered permanent tax cuts to corporations, many of the breaks for individuals, especially middle and lower-income earners, were temporary and are now expiring. The tax cuts for the ultra-wealthy and corporations are still locked in. But the individual tax breaks, the ones average Americans relied on, are starting to vanish. Trump and many MAGA-aligned lawmakers have doubled down, pushing to extend corporate tax cuts while deflecting from the disappearing benefits for working families. Even some MAGA loyalists are realizing they were misled. Social media and town halls are lighting up with frustration. I thought this was going to help us, not just the rich. My taxes went up this year while billionaires pay less than teachers. What does this mean for the poor and middle class? Less take-home pay due to higher tax burdens. No relief from rising costs of living, groceries, gas, rent, student loans. A growing wealth gap as corporations continue to rake in record profits. What can be done? Raise awareness. Many people still don't know these cuts are expiring or who benefits. Vote in local and federal elections. Tax policy is shaped by lawmakers we elect. Demand transparency. Push politicians on both sides to explain their positions clearly. Support grassroots economic justice movements fighting for fair tax policies. Don't forget to like, share, and comment your thoughts below. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss future breakdowns on policies that affect your wallet and your rights. Stay informed. Stay empowered. Stay